At the dawn of the 20th century, Palestinian cities stood as vibrant hubs under Ottoman rule. Cities like Jerusalem, Jaffa, and Nablus pulsed with a diverse population. Muslims, Christians, and Jews coexisted, contributing to a rich tapestry of culture and commerce. Jerusalem, a holy city for three major religions, held particular significance. It attracted pilgrims and scholars from across the globe. Jaffa, a bustling port city, served as a gateway to Palestine. It welcomed traders and travelers, further enriching the region's cultural blend. Palestinian cities during this era were experiencing a period of modernization. Educational institutions were emerging, fostering a growing intellectual class. Newspapers and literary societies flourished, giving voice to Palestinian identity and aspirations. The seeds of a burgeoning national consciousness were being sown, laying the groundwork for future political and social movements. Despite the challenges of Ottoman governance, Palestinian cities thrived as centers of trade, culture, and intellectual life. The Ottoman Empire's grip on the region began to weaken as the 20th century progressed. This decline coincided with the rise of competing nationalisms, including Arab nationalism and Zionism, a movement advocating for a Jewish state in Palestine. These developments introduced new complexities to the Palestinian landscape, setting the stage for future conflicts. Despite these emerging tensions, Palestinian cities continued to be centers of cultural and economic significance in the region. Their unique blend of tradition and modernity, coupled with their diverse populations, made them vibrant hubs of activity in a rapidly changing world. World War I marked a turning point for Palestine and its urban centers. The Ottoman Empire's collapse after the war brought about significant changes as the region fell under British control. The establishment of the British Mandate in 1922 ushered in a new era for Palestinian cities. The British Mandate's policies had a profound impact on the demographics and development of Palestinian urban centers. Jewish immigration from Europe increased significantly under British rule, leading to growing tensions between the Palestinian Arab and Jewish populations. Despite the challenges, Palestinian cities witnessed advancements in infrastructure and education during the Mandate period. New roads, schools, and hospitals were built, contributing to the modernization of these urban centers. Palestinian nationalism gained momentum during this time, with political parties and organizations emerging to advocate for self-rule. However, the growing Jewish population and the British authorities' response to Arab grievances fueled resentment and unrest. The British Mandate period was marked by growing tensions and sporadic violence between Palestinian Arabs and Jewish immigrants. The 1929 riots in Jerusalem, sparked by disputes over access to religious sites, exemplified the escalating conflict. The 1936 to 1939 Arab Revolt, a major uprising against British rule and increased Jewish immigration, further inflamed the situation. Palestinian cities became the battlegrounds for these conflicts, with ordinary citizens bearing the brunt of the violence and instability. The year 1948 witnessed a seismic shift in the history of Palestine. The United Nations Partition Plan, proposing the creation of independent Arab and Jewish states, was met with turmoil and violence. The subsequent Arab-Israeli War of 1948 resulted in a catastrophic defeat for the Arab side and the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians from their homes. This mass exodus, known as the Nakba, or catastrophe, had a devastating impact on Palestinian cities. Cities like Jaffa and Haifa, once vibrant centers of Palestinian life, were depopulated and transformed. The war left many Palestinian cities in ruins, their populations scattered and dispossessed. The newly established State of Israel controlled the majority of the territory, including many major Palestinian urban centers. The remaining parts of Palestine, the West Bank and Gaza Strip, fell under Jordanian and Egyptian control, respectively. The loss of their homeland and the displacement of its people had a profound impact on Palestinian identity and aspirations. The Nakba became a defining moment in Palestinian history, shaping their collective memory and fueling their struggle for self-determination. Despite the displacement and dispossession, Palestinians remained determined to preserve their heritage and culture. They built new communities and institutions in exile, striving to keep their identity alive.